Hi everybody, welcome back to another Steam Deck video, and this one might be a little bit surprising if you're new to Steam Deck, in the fact that what you're seeing here is Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on my Steam Deck. So one of the problems with the Steam Deck is the fact that it's a Linux-based operating system. So certain games just won't work, and installers can be a right pain as well. However, if you subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate, I call it Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, but I guess it's really PC Game Pass Ultimate from Microsoft, you can stream games to your Steam Deck. And what I'll do in the description below this video, I'll link to Microsoft's website that shows and tells you how to do it. Now, this, in my experience, works reasonably well when you've got a good, stable Wi-Fi internet connection. So, for example, when you're at home on your own Wi-Fi router, it's reasonably good. When you're trying to do it through, say, your mobile phone hotspot, not so good because lag is the enemy. But what we're going to do in this video, we're just going to quickly show you something which is pretty cool in the fact that they've enabled the ability for you to play and, well, by streaming games that you own through the Xbox. So if you own certain Xbox console games, you can play them, you can stream them, even if they're not in Game Pass. But it's only certain ones, so we're going to look at those. So what you do is you fire up the app like I have here, and basically this is the Microsoft Edge browser, and we're streaming what we're seeing here. So if I scroll down, you'll see stream your own game. If we go to show all, and we go to purchase. So these are the particular games that I own on my Xbox, and this is really important to remember. When you're streaming Xbox games or Game Pass games to your Steam Deck or your PC, you can do some PC as well. It's the Xbox games you're streaming, not PC ones. So you're getting like the version, like the Xbox Series S version. And I own Cyberpunk 2077, Insurgency Sandstorm, and Rust Console Edition. Now this isn't all of my Xbox games, obviously, because I own probably hundreds of them, and you'll notice there's no backwards compatible ones. That's because at the moment, anyway, there's a limited number of games that you can do. But if you've got an Xbox console, you know, a current gen one, a Series S or a Series X, and you've bought some games for it, and you're thinking about getting a Steam Deck, or maybe even you've got a Steam Deck, and you think, well, how can I access those games, or how can I increase the library of games that I can play on my Steam Deck? Maybe this is an option. Because the beauty, of course, is that, let's go back to here, is I really enjoy console gaming on my little Xbox Series S, because you just fire it up and it's ready to go and you can play, and it's nice and simple. Whereas PC gaming is a little bit more complicated. I think that's why I really like my Steam Deck, because it's so simple. You just turn it, switch it on and go. And I'm a little bit wary about buying games on other platforms other than Steam for PC. So I don't think I'd probably buy games off the Windows PC game store. I just wouldn't bother. Mainly because of the Steam Deck, because I want to be able to play it on here. And now I know you can get launchers and things like that, but they're a bit of it's a bit of a faff to install them and use them. So anyway, let's have a look at the games that if you were to buy them on your Xbox, you could actually stream them to your Steam Deck and play. So what we got? 7 Days to Die. I'll pick out the ones that, you can look at them as we go along. Assassin's Creed Shadows, that's the new one, isn't it? Mirage, Atomic Heart. Now some of these games are in Xbox Game Pass anyway, so you can just stream them. Avatar, don't think that is. Balatro, Baldur's Gate. So Baldur's Gate is definitely not an Xbox Game Pass, but if you own it on Xbox, you can stream it to your Steam Deck with Game Pass Ultimate. Blasphemous, Conan Exiles, Cult of the Lamb, that's popular, isn't it? Cyberpunk, again, Cyberpunk is not on Xbox Game Pass, but if you own it on Xbox, you can stream it to your Steam Deck. Dying Light 2, that's definitely not on Xbox Game Pass, but you can stream it if you own it. Evil West, Final Fantasies, various ones. Hitman, Hades, Quidditch, Hogwarts. Again, Hogwarts, do I own that on? Obviously I don't. I think I must just own it on PC then. Insurgency Sandstorm. What's interesting about games like Insurgency Sandstorm is the fact that because you're streaming it, you can play it where there's quite a few multiplayer games, popular ones like Call of Duty and PUBG and Fortnite that you can't install directly onto your Steam Deck because the anti-cheat doesn't like working. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Lies of P, Life is Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy, Metro Exodus, Mortal Kombat, Phasmophobia, Robocop Rogue City, Star Wars Outlaws, Suicide Squad, Casting Frankstone, Crew 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Witcher 3, Division 2. Oh, you got to buy that anyway. If you haven't bought that for your Steam Deck already, there's something wrong. Buy it. It's really good. But buy the Steam version when it's on sale. So it goes really cheap. Space Marine 2. Worms. So as you can see, it's not a comprehensive list, but there's quite a few on here. I think this is very exciting. Hopefully it will take off. And Microsoft will expand this. Because it encourages people, I think. Because you can play the game on your Steam Deck. And your console, it kind of encourages it. This would be absolutely amazing if they had backwards compatibility games on there. But your Xbox One and your Xbox 360 games. Oh, that would be really good. So there we go. So what we'll do now is we will jump into a game just to give you an idea of what it's like. So we'll jump into Cyberpunk because I own it and it's not on Game Pass. So you're kind of getting the whole experience. Now the enemy of all of this is lag. Lags ruin the experience, especially if you're doing a single player or even especially multiplayer where you're doing something, then all of a sudden there's a bit of lag, you lose control, the character spins around and you die. In a multiplayer shooter respawn like COD, not too bad. Something like a single player game though, if it was a long mission. Quite good. Now the audio might be a bit cracked now because it might be a bit loud. I might have to turn it down. Here we go. Let's just change some settings. Sound. Well, the master volume's pretty low, so it should be alright. Again, if you can't hear me talking, I do apologise. Right, here we go. So remember, this will be the Xbox Series S version of Cyberpunk 2077, not the PC version. So again, this is another one where it's a bit debatable whether, would you want to play this version if you could get hold of the Steam version, because the Steam version is very well optimized apparently to work on Steam Deck. I've never played it, but then again, if you already own this for Xbox, I've got to say, it is really smooth. That is really smooth. I have dived into this a little bit before, and what I did notice was that I think this is probably due to the fact that the Xbox version is not as populated as the PC version, but it's very smooth. This is running at like 60 frames a second. And remember, I'm capturing this on my Steam Deck as well, using the built-in software. So the disadvantage to that is that you're losing quite a lot in compression, and obviously YouTube does stuff as well. God, I love Cyberpunk 2077. If only they had released, if this game was like it is now, or was like it was when they did the 1.0 update on release, this would be as big as Grand Theft Auto 5, I think. But because they botched that release, you see how everything, there's not that many vehicles driving around. I think you might be able to, can you increase them in the settings? Let's have a look. Gameplay. Graphics. I don't think you can. I know on the PC version you can increase the amount of the density of passers-by, but I'm sure you can in this. Here's my motorbike. Look at this. It's like being in Roadrunner. It's like being in Roadrunner. Meep meep. It's like being in Blade Runner. So the graphics for the city look really good, don't they? It's just a little bit empty being the Xbox version. Sometimes you've got to try and... oh, is this the bar, isn't it? Oh. I don't want my gun. Oh, oi, oi! What's going on there? Ooh, I couldn't remember how to do a heal. That long since I've played. So there we go. So that's an idea of what it plays like. Hopefully that comes across okay. Now it's a bit fiddly. You've got to kind of press in the top left-hand corner to bring up the Xbox button. Sometimes it doesn't work. It kind of disappears. I guess the game's loading or doing something at the moment. Let's have a look. Okay. So sometimes you've got to do like a force quit. But I won't do that yet, actually, because I'm still recording the video. So there we go. They're the games that you can... If you buy them on your Xbox console, you can then stream them to your Steam Deck using Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And in the description below this video, I'll put a link to the Microsoft article that shows you how to install it. And I guess, I mean, it's not like I subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate because of this. I subscribe to it so I get Game Pass on my Xbox and my PC. But yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. So there we go. What do you think there? Put your question in the comments down below. And of course, I'll see you again soon.